Liverpool versus
everybody.
So that's game set match. A draw, and I would say obviously second half much better than the first. But still, yeah, we got a long way to go, and it's unfortunate to start the season like this. I'm proud that we were able to get back on the front foot second half and look much better. To me, I'm just gonna say right now, I think Emery Chan was the man of the match, with maybe like honorable mention to Firmino. But we're just poor defensively. We're poor defensively. People will say there was an offsides goal for the end there, but it shouldn't even come to that. It shouldn't have come to that. We should have walked out of that game, leaving Vicarage Road 1-0 onto our Champions League qualifying stage or whatever this is called. So it's disappointing. But the other side of it is that the way we played in the first half, we probably should feel a bit fortunate that it wasn't any worse than what it was. Watford had more chances than the chances they got to score, and so did we. And I think we'll probably be a little bit sore about those situations where we were a little more clinical, or if we made a better pass, or just a little more patient, we probably could have went up 4-2, and that would have been, really, really nice to turn around. But I want to shout out Alberto Moreno. I thought he had a really, really good game.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody really played good in the first half, so I'm sure there were some things if I really wrecked my mind about it. But Moreno, I think, really, really played well today. I think he did, and I think he's fighting to make sure he maintains that left back position. I can understand taking off Firmino and Salah. We got Champions League coming up. Young Trent. But this one hurts. This one hurts. It's the first game of the season. You want to start off with a win. It's a game that you feel like we could win this. And I said this in the build-up that Marco Silva is a really, really fine manager, and ultimately the players have to perform on the pitch. But you can see he has that team together already. And Watford was a good opponent today, but we could have and should have won it. Go ahead if you want to say some things.
It was a tie, but at least we came back 2-1. That's something to look at.
Speak up a little louder because there's a lot of music noise in the back.
There's something to look at because we won.
Speak a little louder. Speak a little louder.
Because we won. Because we came back 2-1, and there's not really anything else, but for me the man of the match would be Firmino.
Yeah, Firmino was good. There was some really nice play there in the second half, really. I mean, especially like I said with Emery Chan, I just think he showed his might, his toughness, his fight, his willing to just really, really do whatever he has to do for that red shirt. Defending, passes, setting people up, work rate, just really good. And it's kind of a shame that he hasn't gotten his extension with the contract. I really don't get that. You give young Kennett, and I get it, you give Kent that, and he deserved it, but I don't know why we haven't sealed up Emery Chan. But we're gonna have some guys out for a while, and we got to get used to what we see today, to what we saw today. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be interesting, and in typical Liverpool fashion, we made it a little more interesting than it probably needed to be. But I'm proud of the boys for fighting back. I really am. It hurts a little bit to start the season off, but again, it's better to draw if you can't win it. But that's a game that can't let that slip away. And so we got to tighten up, man, because it's only going to get difficult from now on. So we got to tighten up, get guys rested a little bit, and get ready for Champions League match against Hoffenheim Tuesday, I believe. But let's hang in there, Redman. It's not the worst that could have happened. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people on Redman TV saying that we're awful and that Jurgen Klopp needs to go, and we gotta keep fighting. We got people say anything. We gotta keep fighting, and but we gotta stay tuned. There's a lot to talk about with Coutinho. We're gonna see what develops, see what's going on. But for me, this isn't PCFC. It's not Philip Coutinho FC. It's Liverpool Football Club, and so one player shouldn't make or break us. So again, I've said it before, but we got to just get together and fight, whether we have Coutinho moving forward or not. Who knows? It'd be good if we can keep him for another 12 months, if possible. If not, if he wants to go, probably best to go ahead and ship him out. But we got to be ready next match. We got to be ready. We got to work harder. And defensively, you got to believe there's going to be something happening before the end of the window. So we'll see what happens. Everybody have a good week. Enjoy the rest of the games this weekend. We'll see you guys soon.